opinion is valid too.
Can Asians have an opinion on this? Absolutely. All right, David, starting off the list in no particular order, he talks about our friend spot, Corey and Tommy, Potluck Club.
I'm going to give this one a big agree. 100%. I think the key sentence here is Potluck Club is a hyper-modern restaurant that remakes basic Cantonese food with all type of twists and influences.
I would definitely recommend getting the beef chow fun with the hanger steak. I think that's one of the best dishes they got.
A little pricey though, right? I mean, obviously more expensive than people are used to paying.
This is very Chinatown American. And by the way, guys, don't be fooled by this picture. Actually, still, yeah, a lot of Chinese people eat here. Anyways, guys, next spot is a low-key spot, easy to miss, Green Garden Village.
If you're talking about a spot where you can bring your grandma, your great-grandma, Green Garden Village is it, because this is a very traditional menu in terms of the sense of like every Chinatown in the America has menus that are like Green Garden Village, but Green Garden Village is just gonna do it one notch better. Yeah. Moving on to number 3, Andrew, we got a deep cut one. Glad to see it on there though. We are talking about Golden Steamer.
Golden Steamer. This is this doesn't even have any seating inside. It's not really a cafe where you'd sit there and chill. It almost feels like you're supposed to buy bows in bulk.
Right. It almost feels like a wholesale spot.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought to put it on this list either, but it serves its purpose just because it's one of those bakeries that you could literally run a resale bakery business based off the bows that you buy from here.
Right. The Mantao. The Mantao game is A1 and very, very, very affordable. I think that's why he put it on the list.
100% agree with this pick. August Gatherings over there on Canal. It's kind of got a weird location. I don't love it. However, the innovative Cantonese, Hong Kongese dishes, delicious. Pricey, though. It's pricey.
Expensive. It's like $36 for rutabaga with the aolam, which is the beef tendon. Normally, that dish might be like 17 or 20 somewhere else. It's 36 there. Yeah. But for a reason. Andrew, these chefs that started this place, they are from some of the top hotels in Guangzhou.
Hey,
the top hotels in Guangzhou, straight to Canal.
Kenny Leung, he has become the water, one of the most respected chefs.
Oh, I would say the Guai Fei Gai, their house special chicken. They put
with
so
all
much
the scallions on it. Oh my God.
I don't know are those farm to table scallions or something? I don't know. It's good though.
There's so many scallions, it made my mind blown.
Listen, man. This list is good so far.
It's good. It's pretty solid.
3 for 3, okay? Next up, Andrew, we've got Harper's Bread House. This is a favorite of Hooper's at Grand Street Park, especially the Chinese ones.
Yeah, I feel like if he had put that in the description and said, shout out to all the Hoopers at Grand Street, I would have 100% agreed. I think it's a weird pick, personally, because I personally only go here for the convenience. I do not think any single one product they have is, like, superb. It's solid, but not superb.
You're saying what separates the photo danbao, which is the ham, egg, and mayo and in a bun than anywhere else.
Yeah, I think it's got a great location, though, so I'd score points for that.
Hey, I'm at least give him a half agree on this one.
All right, Chongnan over on Bowery. Wowie.
Bringing in the Mandarin-speaking spots.
Bro, this is a new spot now. I get it, guys. This is the next generation of mainland Chinese food in Chinatown. Yes, it is.
What if some people don't like that, though?
Well, I'll tell you this. It's delicious. I've eaten here multiple times already. Is it on the pricey side? Yeah, it's a nice restaurant, but man, they have a mixture of different regional Chinese food. They got everything
this black bean cabbage dish with the chilies.
Oh my God.
Dude, this is probably one of the dishes that looks super not luxurious, but in terms of flavors on your tongue, it actually is luxurious.
Now, overall, this one's pretty good, guys. This is good for a nice dinner out. You know, if you got some family or you got a business person that you'd like to, meet up with or something, it's a good spot.
They got Peking duck there too. It's pretty good. Kitchen Kout.
Oh,
this is good. This is the only place where you can get authentic deep cut Viet dishes cooked by like Viets in Chinatown. Because obviously most of the spots are owned by Chinese, Vietnamese.
Yeah. So they started off as like the little stall over on Elizabeth, and then they expanded into Kout, which is their fully like sit down menu. And I would say some of their deep cut Viet dishes here are really, really good. I don't even love their pho here personally, but I love other dishes that they got.
Yeah.
Okay, next spot, Mott Street Eatery, guys. I think this is a little bit of a controversial when it first opened because, to be honest, I don't know if they knew what they were doing.
It was not good.
They've changed stalls already, but they have a big Cantonese stall there that serves like all your dim sum and everything like that, and even your Toisan horse bows. What are those called? The little horseshoe bows.
Oh, you said horse bows, and
No,
people
horseshoe bows. Sorry. Anyways, I forgot the name. It's like the
I know
Toy
what you're
San
talking
donut.
about. Yeah.
It's a Toy San donut. Anyways, Gai Kitchen, which is their Kowloon Gai concept.
No,
and
there's 2 spots in there. Sammy Wago from Taiwan.
Oh my God.
That is a 10 out of 10 guatia. And Gai Chicken and Rice, I think, or I forgot what is Gai Kitchen.
No, I just said it. Gai Kitchen.
Yeah. That is a 10 out of 10 Kowloon Gai.
Yeah. The other stalls are okay, but, still support it. Check it out. Next spot, Spicy Village, the original location on Forsyth.
Who would have thought, Andrew, that Fujianese people could cook Hunan food that good?
Oh, my gosh, dude. This is a legendary spot, super hole in the wall, super packed all the time, very small. But they do have a rival restaurant that comes from the same family, apparently, New Spicy Village, that is still pretty good.
I think, oh, my goodness. Next up, Andrew, you got Uncle Lou's.
Oh.
Uncle, Sok Lou.
Uncle. This is kind of like your classic, super like
Chinatown Toy San.
Chinatown Toy San style food, but like updated. Yeah. And honestly, the prices are pretty good, guys. I definitely recommend it. Shout out to Uncle Lou himself. He's sometimes in there. Honestly, the fried chicken, dude, the fried chicken.
The tzatziki.
Oh my God, the tzatziki is so good. I don't even think that I think this is a duck dish. I actually don't even like it that much. This is too sweet for me. But they got a bunch of other fire dishes.
I could totally agree with this. So far,
that's a classic spot. Joe's Shanghai, of course, everybody knows. Now, I'll tell you this about Joe's. Do I go to Joe's all the time? No. But if I know someone that they ask me, and I know that they're coming to Chinatown for the first time, and I want them to enjoy it, hands down, and I don't want to try anything risky, I'll just tell them to go to Joe's Shanghai.
Yeah, because not everybody has the same taste buds, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I agree with you, Andrew. When you are recommending somebody who is not Asian, white, black, Latino, whatever, and they're asking for a place in Chinatown, I usually 6 out of 10 times send them to Joe's. Because I just know it's a safe pick. Like, it's good enough. It's kind of expensive, but for what you get, but it's just like they're gonna enjoy it.
It's a good gateway to the rest of Chinatown. Anyways, moving on, we got New West Malaysia, and they have a new location over on Bayard Street. I would say New West Malaysia is very, very good. I do also want to throw in Curry House, which is a new Malaysian spot. Not vibes aren't quite there like New West, but the food is.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't want to say it, man. I might put Curry House here.
Whoa.
Those people from Penang. Penang is a very good place for food, yeah.
New West Malaysia is a classic, though. But so I
They're
don't
both
fully
good.
disagree.
They're both at least 8 out of 10. Moving on, Andrew, we got the original Chinatown Ice Cream Factory. This spot definitely deserves to be on there.
I think an honorable mention for Asian Chinese flavored ice cream is Kulu Desserts over on Grand Street. But yes, I think Chinatown Ice Cream Factory, it's got the cachet, it's got the colors.
Got the flavors.
It's got the flavors, it's got the service. I love it. All right.
Moving on. Oh, we got Cha Ki. I did not think he was going to get this on there. But shout out to Cha Ki. I actually really, really recommend this place because it's sort of like Hong Kong food mixed with some Japanese influences.
Yeah, I do think it's good that he put this on there, so shout out to him. I think Cha Ki is underrated. I think not enough people go. It's not busy enough because the food is actually really good.
And the interior is underrated.
Listen. From Wednesday through Sunday at 2 a.m. in the morning, you can get chicken pho and beef pho, and it's good. So they serve kind of a mixture of dishes, which I think is a little bit weird, but ultimately the food is good. Try the kimchi fried rice too, the dan dan noodles, the mussels are solid, the branzino, just go there.
Go to Cha Ki. This is a FJ Sleeper that also serves obviously some Taiwanese Hokkien dishes or whatever. It's good. It's packed.
It still has some of the best guabaos in town, honestly.
It has the best guabao deal in New York City.
Wow. Overall, pretty good. I agree with Super Taste. That should definitely be on there. Okay. Me Some Cafe over on Pell Street. This is a super old school classic spot. You can get like the little tin steam like Bakul Gaifan. Hup Fans, and stuff like that. So that's pretty good.
And honestly, the menu completely unchanged. Decor completely unchanged. For 60 years. Yeah. Literally since 1960.
I think if you're very nostalgic for old school Chinatown, ones where they would still like film a movie that takes place in like 1960 there.
You mean what? Because they did film Ronnie Cheng playing Detective Jackie Yu there?
Yes. A father-son.
Yeah, if you need to film something that was like in the past and literally the menu, everything is unchanged for 60 years, go here. Obviously, everybody has like a different ranking on nostalgia. You know how some people like rank it really high and other people don't value it. It's up to you.
Fried dumpling on Moscow Street.
This belongs on there.
Yeah, it does.
I know a lot of people have their own opinions on their favorite, like, you know, $2, $3 dumpling spot. Andrew, I would say here, fried dumpling, and actually on, is that Henry Street? They got like this other Tianjin dumpling spot. So interestingly enough, most of the people who run fried dumpling are from Tianjin. I think the original owner's from Shandong. There's this other spot that's also, the owners are from Tianjin. I would say Tianjin people got the best cheap fried dumpling spots.
All right, that's fair. I would also throw in Fuzhou dumpling over on Grand Street, and King Dumpling's pretty good too.
And I think the reason why fried dumpling is better because the northern style, the dumplings are more simplified, and they don't even have as much like veggies in them. It could just be like meat in the dumpling, and that's very appealing, obviously, to a more wider smattering of demographics.
Coming up next, you have the classic Nam Hua Tea Parlor. I think aesthetics-wise, the location-wise, you cannot beat Nam Hua. I think it's very cool. I think there is better dim sum in Chinatown, but as far as the whole entire experience, I don't blame people for coming
And
here.
when you say that different people rank things differently, you know how some people are just all about the hakao or all about the siomai, but I would say that Western people, in my opinion, are more about like an overall holistic score. They don't compartmentalize like dishes or flavors.
No, I mean, honestly, I get why people go to Nam Hua, guys. Not mad at this pick. For sure. I think it should be on there.
Yeah, shout out to Wilson. Pings!
Pings
Bing,
is
bing,
good.
bing, bing, bing.
Pings is...
And the crab dishes at Pings, the crab sticky rice.
Honestly, I mean, David, all right, compare Pings to the Green Garden Village real quick. Obviously, they're kind of like, just the whole format is different.
Yeah. Pings is more Chinatown-y. Yeah. It's more Chinatown Cantonese. And if you guys know what that means like more fried dishes, more like salt and pepper dishes.
I think this dish right here, man. Pings is good. I don't know what else to say. I agree.
Wow. And from Pings, Andrew, we going on to Ming's.
Wow.
Guys, that he put this on there because we actually put it on one of our favorite lists like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
This spot has always been underrated.
Super low key. Get the gale guy, aka curry chicken. Oh my gosh, the curry chicken is fire.
Their gale guy is the best curry chicken Cantonese style for the money. Dollar per dollar, best gale guy in the game.
Guys, trust me, Ming's Cafe is still holding it down in Dime Square. You got to support them. The next spot we have is Wohop.
Wohop, yeah, absolutely a legend. You know, do I think an Asian would put this on the list? Yes and no. You know what I mean? But definitely for non-Asians, this is a top 5 pick.
I mean, you know, for spots like this, it's obviously not what we think of as like modern day Chinese food. However, this was absolutely Chinese food back in the day in representing Chinatown. So you got to give it credit. It's been around
for 80 years.
Yeah, I don't know particularly about this dish. I don't think I would order this chicken chow mein.
This is a true chop suey. That's a real chop suey joint.
I can't maybe agree on this one, but yeah, I mean, overall.
You know, Andrew, when it comes to like a genre like this, in my opinion, and the reason why I do agree with him, to an extent, I'll give him like a half agree, is because it's about the execution. You can't really judge a cuisine for just being that cuisine. You almost have to judge it in its own spectrum of the execution of that specific style, which is American Chinese from like 1940.
Next spot, I do agree with this. Taiwan Pork Chop House. I mean, you got to have the Taiwanese represent in there. I also think Taiwan Bear House is another mention.
What do you think about Mei Hua, bro?
And I think Mei Hua fast food.
For the chicken leg.
Dude,
for the chicken leg at Mei Hua might be a better deal than these spots, even though these spots quality might be higher.
I not to clump all the Taiwanese spots together, but I'm going to clump all the Taiwanese spots together. I think all 3 of those spots should share this Taiwanese Pork Chop House spot.
Okay, moving on. Tasty hand-pulled noodles, Andrew. This one, you know, I'm 50-50 on this one. I really like this spot. I've actually made noodles in the back with the seafood, or actually just watched them make noodles. But so I know that the noodles are legitimately hand-pulled, but just flavor-wise,
it's solid and it's a popular spot, and I think everybody loves to go there. It's got a great location. You know, anything on Doyers kind of gets the Doyers bump.
It has the movie magic.
Because Doyers is cool. Yeah, you get the movie bump for Doyer Street. I would say it's pretty good, but I do not come here. King's Kitchen, David, this spot is pretty good over on East Broadway. The bow tie fond, of course, is good. And you know what? When you buy the bow tie fond, they give you the bow. They give it to you, and then you can bring it back. And I think you get $1 back.
Yeah, I would say some of the things to me here, I could totally see why I made the list. A little could be hit or miss, but their hits are pretty high. Because, you know, when you judge spots, it's like really weird. Sometimes people got like 30%, 10 out of 10 bangers, and the rest is 70%. But other people got 8 out of 10, but it's like 80% of the menu. So it's very difficult to weigh it all out. I think it's person to person.
Oh, next spot. We're getting into the LES Two Bridges area. Wu's One Ton King. Yes, this spot is good. I mean, we live nearby here. I personally think the siume, aka like the roast meats, selection is pretty solid. And the lunch specials are very, very cheap here.
Yeah, I do think spots that BYOB for, you know, people busting out bottles of wine, they do get a little bit of a bump. But yeah, Wu's definitely, I could see why it's on there.
Wu's is good. We had the sticky rice crab dish there. That was really good.
That dish is a 10 out of 10
All
banger.
right.
This is underrated. This one, a lot of people refuse to go here because it looks way too expensive. This spot is good.
So, David, is it weird to say Huayuan is underrated when it has been recognized in the past a lot? I feel like it's underrated recently.
Yeah, it's
like
underrated
in the past 5
also
years.
Possibly within the community because it's like, got a Taiwanese chef. He's not Cantonese. They don't really serve that much Cantonese food.
And it's so like kind of Sichuan food.
Yeah, it's a little bit like outside of like, it's like Taiwanese Sichuan. This spot's really good, guys. It's really nice on the inside too. It's just, you know, it's weird because it's on East Broadway.
All right, so that's the end of the list, but I do want to talk about our own picks, and we're going to go through them really quickly because we have the restaurants that we think should be mentioned.
Very solid list.
Yeah. All right, David, let's quickly go through your honorable mentions, and you have quite a few of them. Wafeng.
Yeah, the reason I put it here is because you just can't beat it for $4. The fact that you can get something there for $4.50 is unbeatable. Do I think it is worth waiting an hour to buy something for $4.50? There is something economically, Andrew, in microeconomics called opportunity cost. I personally don't think so. I would rather go to this next spot right here, Andrew. My preferred spot, Yue Wang.
Yeah, Wang is really good.
Yeah. I don't know about all their other dishes because usually I just get roast meats there. They got this pea pod duck, significantly more expensive, Andrew, than Wafeng. But guess what? In my opinion, significantly better.
Cam Hing Coffee Shop.
Oh my goodness, guys. I love their multicolored sponge cakes. Andrew, in Seattle, they probably still only eat one type of sponge cake. Here, They've got green tea. They've got ube. They got chocolate chip. They got butterscotch. They got pandan. I think that these Cantonese sponge cakes deserve Cam Hing and vice versa.
They deserve praise. Noodle Village, man. I love Noodle Village.
Dude, Noodle Village is something that a lot of only Chinese know about it. It's the favorite chukmin spot, chukmin. This is very, very HK cart noodles from like 1962. This is the best rendition in New York City. Hands down, I stamp my name on that. It needs to be on more lists, but a lot of non-Asians don't eat chukmin.
Banh mi Saigon, David. Is this really your favorite banh mi in Chinatown?
Wow, banh mi Saigon. Is this the spot that I'm talking about, or is this Saigon banh mi is the other spot? I think I actually brought up the wrong Yelp page.
I think you meant Saigon Vietnamese sandwich.
Yeah. So shout out to them too, but I actually mean this spot this spot.
Wow.
This is the best banh mi to me
I know,
in Chinatown.
that's what I thought.
And I will say this though, they're not like maybe always the most traditional tasting because they tend to lean away from the pate. They're a little bit westernized, possibly a tiny bit Chinese tasting. These are my favorite.
No, this one's good. It's good. Buddha Bodai. I mean, if you got to go to a kosher vegetarian Chinese restaurant, this is a really good spot. They also have a vegetarian dim sum spot over on Pell Street. I think is very solid. But yeah, look at this. This is all vegetarian, guys.
Andrew, I think the owner speaks Hebrew.
He does. Because, you know, it's a kosher spot, so a lot of people of the Jewish faith.
We're still in the LES. Andrew, tofu is underrated.
Oh my God.
I will tell you this, Andrew. Everybody is always surprised that a Korean restaurant this authentic and this good, I'm not saying it's like the best in the world, but I'm just saying relative to it being in Chinatown, is way, way more authentic and better than anybody would ever think.
And you know what I really love about this spot, aside from also the lovely Kelly who works there? I would say, I just think that they just have a range of the club late night kind of like, you know, street food.
You're talking about like party Korean food?
Yeah, the tteokbokki and like the fried chicken, they have that, but they also have the tongs, they have the Korean stews, and then they have the budae-jigaes, and then they have kalbi and everything. They just have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Everybody, just all the generations. Soft serve Yeah, when it comes to Soft Serve, this is a Chinese-American owned spot. Man, shout out to them. Always good, high quality, very soft. Melts quickly, though. Eat it quick.
I think that I have never seen a mixture between Asian-themed flavors and McDonald's ice cream soft serve textures. So for some people, Andrew, out there, they don't like to eat regular ice cream. They only want the soft serve, from the McDonald's style. And Andrew, for me, guess what? I happen to be one of those people.
You like it. Next spot, Sweet House Drinks and Dessert.
Yo, this spot is the most similar to any sort of like Hong Kong, Wong Kok, like Tim Cha Chou, like TST type spot.
Now, I think the reason why he didn't list Da Long Yi is because it's a chain. And, it's kind of like not as cool to mention.
Right, it's a chain from Chengdu.
Yeah, it's a chain from China. So it's like a little bit of a cheat code. But man, Da Long Yi.
If you just light your intestines on fire, but in a delicious way.
Oh my God, this spot is so
Oh
good.
my goodness, man. I'm telling you, this spot, they have some of those meat dishes, Andrew, that have been like pre-soaked in the Sichuan chilies. It's just, it just depends on what your tolerance level is.
Oh, man, this spot deserves a shout out. Oh, my God.
Oh, Lao Jie deserves a shout out too. Oh, wait, okay. Bo Ki, Andrew, we're getting into your recommendations.
Yeah. Bo Ki, I love this spot. I would definitely recommend the country style.
What is Bo Ki, man?
Bo Ki is a Chinese Cambodian spot, but it has even elements from Thailand and Vietnam.
Because basically it's all about the Chiu-Jiao Southeast Asian diaspora. So Chiu-Jiao people, they come from a place in China called Taozhou, or Chiu-Jiao actually, and then they just went everywhere and they sort of maintain their own Chiu-Jiao culture, but they mix it with the local Cambodian, Vietnamese, Thai culture, and this is what came out from it.
Guys, the satay noodles with egg noodles, with hor fun, with rice noodles and the satay is crazy.
And I noticed, Andrew, their hor fun, their rice noodles, they're super wide.
Yeah,
they're almost like a ribbon.
Yeah. Here we go. We got Lao Jie Hot Pot.
This is the best affordable all-you-can-eat hot pot spot in Chinatown. It came from Brooklyn, Andrew. I mean, how was it able to leapfrog, and shout out to them. I'm not trying to take food out of anybody's mouth, but it is better than 99 Favor, Ho Yi, and Hometown.
It's just, I think it's the later iteration. That's why. The decor is kind of cool too. So definitely check out Lao Jie over on Bowery. Pho 87. This is a underrated Vietnamese
Nobody talks
spot.
about it.
Underrated. Guys,
Nobody talks about it.
The grilled meats here, very, very good.
Yeah, what is it about? Dude, I don't know who's working their grill or where they get their meats from. Or it's a 10 out of 10,
I would say
man.
their banh mi's are overlooked too. Don't sleep on these banh mi's. Our next spot, David, 456 New Shanghai.
All right, the reason I had to put it on here, Andrew, is because New York Times said that they have the best Xiaolong Bao. And it was a white writer, non-Asian writer. And I had to address it because every time non-Asians, they talk to me that are like, I'd say, like, let's just call them foodies, right? But they're pan-cultural foodies. They always mention 456.
I think the Xiaolong Bao are pretty good. It's hard for me because every spot serves Xiaolong Bao, like so many spots do.
In 2022.
Yeah,
and that used to not be like that.
And a lot of them are solid. So it's hard even for me to say which one is exactly the best in my opinion because each one maybe does something a little bit better. Like one's a little bit more nuttier. Like Tipsy Shanghai has some pretty good Xiaolong Baos, but maybe they're not juicy enough.
Because they're wuxi style, right?
Joe Shanghai's are huge. They has a bunch of soup. It's more oily. Right?
Yeah,
so
you eat like 4 of them, you're full.
Yeah. I think it's different, but yes, these are good.
I will say this about 456. They're small. There's just the right amount of juice. And interestingly enough, and it really depends on your exposure to this item, they taste like half Xiaolong Bao and half Shui Jiao. Like the filling is like almost a hybrid to me, but I could see some people loving that.
Well, you can't go wrong going to 456 for Shanghainese food. Ming Wong, really solid.
Dude, nobody likes this place, but
it's because I think
this is the wrong Ming Wong. Anyway, we had somebody else grab this one.
Yeah.
Hold on, go to Ming Wong. But yeah, I would say that Ming Wong, Andrew, I heard it was another beef that came out of Dai Wong. That came out of Big Wong. Somebody split off, like a manager and a chef split off. And like I said, I'm not trying to take food out of anybody's mouth here, but I like Ming Wong better.
Okay, yeah. If you were gonna battle the two, they are right next to each other, which is always fun.
And they're very similar. I'm just saying, I think the flavors here are a little lighter, a little bit less oil. Like I said, it really depends on what's your vibe.
And it's Canton Lounge. Why is this one underrated?
And I wanted to say this one's underrated, not because I go here all the time, and it is very expensive. It's like $30 to $40 per entree, but it's just actually just better than I thought. Because I kind of thought it was like this whack spot, but then actually Andrew, anytime you see like richer looking 70, 80-year-old, 90-year-old Chinese people in there, that is a indication that it is good. And I just felt like nobody gives it respect.
If there's a bunch of older Chinese people with tucked in shirts and slacks that constantly eat there, that's a sign. It's a sign. And if the mothers look like they kind of dressed up even halfway, like they got coats.
If they look like the aunties from Turning Red.
Yeah, if they look like they're from Hong Kong and got that little Hong Kong steez, definitely check it out.
It's just better than I thought, to be honest. So I just felt like I wanted to give some love to some legacy spots rather than just, going with the Foursquare Yelp spots.
All right, here's my list, guys. I'm going to go through it really quickly. Nam Sun for pho with the brown rice noodles. It's an extra $2.50 right now, but it's totally worth it in my opinion. Say so, man. I love the noodles and I love the meat quality. It has, honestly, the best meat of any pho
What do you
spot.
think about the Chinatown pho slander, man?
I think the pho out here is solid. And, fine, I'm not Vietnamese. I get it. But that's just my opinion after eating a lot of pho. I think it's solid.
Yeah, it's not Houston. Yeah, by all means, it is not Houston. It's not Philly.
San Jose. I get it. But, man, when you need a hot bowl of pho in New York, they're still giving you the best deal. You can still get a bowl of pho for $12 at some of these spots. Thai Sun is the same family, so that's really good. Meiwa fast food, we mentioned this earlier.
The chicken leg, specifically this, and just go to the picture of the chicken leg.
I'm just going to leave it right there.
I don't know what it is about this chicken leg, but man.
Oh my God, it's so good.
That is a great lunch.
Guys, one spot that wasn't mentioned is Yiji Shimo. This is a Chung Fun spot, rice roll. This is my favorite rice roll spot in all of Chinatown. Maybe it's because I do think it is a chain, so it is a company, but I'm telling you right now.
I think it's from Guangzhou, yeah.
It is fire. All right. One other spot that also in the Chung Fun game is Lady Chow's Kitchen.
Ooh,
guys,
this is one, Andrew. A lot of people are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Even probably people that are watching this maybe grew up in Chinatown.
No, this is a weird one because actually the family, they're Shandong, they're from the north, but they grew up in the south. So they have like the north-southern kind of influences.
It's weird when you're in there, you almost feel like you're in a northern Chinese restaurant from Flushing. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just serving like guotie,
Trust me.
Then it's actually Cantonese food.
The way they do their Chung Fun is actually a special way, and it's very delicious. I recommend it. Dim Sum Go-Go. The reason why I put Dim Sum Go-Go here is only because they have a lot of colorful. I like how
this one's kind of controversial, Andrew. Some people are very, very, very polarized. Let me
explain. Let me explain. My people.
Because some people are like, "Dog, this does make Andrew's list the worst because I don't like Dim Sum Go-Go."
Okay. Well, let me just tell you. Let me say my piece. First of all, nobody does this variety dim sum platter. I think this is a great idea. I think more traditional dim sum spots should do this. And they also usually give you gurngchong ginger scallion sauce as the dipping sauce, which is unlike any other dim sum spot out there. So no, it is dumpling for dumpling. Is this by far the best spot? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's a little different. I respect it.
Andrew, I'm going to stick my neck out for my brother, man. I agree with you.
It's better than you think.
Yeah, it's better than you think because it's been labeled one of those spots that like people go against.
Nah, man, I still go there sometimes. Dangliang, dry hot pot. Again, this is a chain from Dongbei, so I do think maybe this is a cheat code again with the chains, but this is really good. You guys should check it out.
Oh, you see a lot of people straight from China hanging out at Dangliang hot pot, getting mala shangguo, mala tang, mao cai.
And be careful when you pick it yourself because you easily can spend $30 on it.
Oh, no, because they weigh it out before they cook it for you. Honestly, that spot's really good.
Shujiao Fuzhou is my favorite dollar dumpling spot. I literally buy this on Uber Eats. I'll eat it in person. I love this spot.
I agree with you. I don't think there is a better place that you can eat for $5.
Bro.
First of all, that's crazy to be able to eat in Manhattan in 2022 for $5.
It's crazy,
you can eat here for $5.
Guys, the peanut noodles, aka banh mian, and then you even have the banh mian with the rice noodles with the mi shan instead. It's still, oh my God, man.
And I would say their sui jiao fresh is even better than the guotie.
They're one of the few spots they serve. Their chicken and mushroom dumpling is fire.
Ooh,
think about it.
They just added the chicken aspect because obviously, like we said, a lot of people in New York, they don't eat pork for a variety of reasons, health reasons, religious reasons.
All right, I'm going to have to give a shout out to the new guys here. Art Bean Coffee. These are like the coffee hipsters over on Doyer Street. Shout out to them. They are doing some inventive dishes. They do like a yin yang, like coffee, cold latte. They
definitely bring that like almost West Coast Asian American vibe. You know, they sell matcha cookies there, ube cookies.
I would say check it out. It's a cool little new spot. Great NY Noodle Town. It's back open again. You cannot overlook Great NY. It's not really a late night spot anymore, unfortunately. But man, let me tell you,
I don't think that there's a spot that's more representative of Chinatown food than Great NY Noodle Town. Like in terms of just encapsulating what I imagine Chinatown foods to be.
I mean, guys, look at the plate. That's all I need to say. That's some solid Guangzhou.
Yeah. I would say that it's almost like a catch-all that's good. I would compare it maybe Western people to what is some place that Western people really like? Cheesecake Factory, BJ's. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. I'm saying that in the positive way. I like Cheesecake Factory and I like BJ's.
E-Noodle, often overlooked too. E-Noodle's a really good spot. They just opened up a second location over in the Two Bridges neighborhood, very close by. But man, look at that buttery churn fun for breakfast. Ooh.
Yeah, E-Noodle, relatively new.
They have a killer curry beef brisket.
Oh,
killer.
Dude, I actually just have to augment what I said earlier, Andrew, about Great NY Noodle Town. It's actually more like the Smith.
Oh, okay.
The Smith is good though.
Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting analogy. All right, moving on. Low-key spot. Hong Kong Station.
Yo, you even shocked me with this one.
Yes.
This is Andrew's list, by the way.
Yes.
Because the Yelp right now, Andrew, people are thinking about it like, yo, what are you talking about?
No pictures, no nothing. Gosh darn it, Kenny. You got to step it up with these photos. But I'm going to tell you this, man. Look at these prices. $350 for this stuff. And then you can get this scallion chicken rice.
The Gyeongchong Gai
Dude, everything's under $10. It's made by like one guy, maybe two guys in the back. I recommend it. It's on 43 Bayard Street.
And it's
right
really
next to Xi'an Famous Foods.
And it's really confusing because in Cantonese, it's hailito, which is actually something very difficult to write in Mandarin. Is shinitu, which doesn't mean anything in Mandarin, but Canto is like slang like that.
Yeah, and they had to give it the Hong Kong Station like English name because it was so hard to find. So
this is that's the deepest cut spot easily. Nobody's gonna know about that spot. Shout out to them, Hong Kong Station. Of course.
Curry House.
What is it about Curry House, man? I'm telling you, Curry House, they just opened, I want to say like a month or 2 months or 3 months ago. But I'm telling you, in terms of replicating it, and we've spent time in Penang, Malaysia. In terms of replicating Penang, Malaysia, I think it's the number one spot that I would
I mean, it's delicious, guys. Look at this. I mean, the fact they even have, I'm not going to lie, is that skate wing? The fact they have stingray, hey roasted meats, over there on Mott Street. I love how they do business. 2
Malaysian spots in a row to end with, Andrew.
I love how they package things. They seal it. They have a new way of doing it.
Show the packaging, man.
It's very modern. It's modern, man. Yeah. They have a great system there, man. I honestly, I think I like their side dishes too. Like
I noticed a lot of my corporate Cantonese friends, Andrew, they got like, very corporate suit type jobs. They go here because it feels like very systemized.
Yeah, it's systemized.